Hi everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Liam. This is the first time he's been on the channel, and yeah, we've got our McDonald's and we're going to do just a general chat today about our whitewater rafting experience in Cairns, because it was quite an experience, wasn't it?
Lucky to be here.
What you've got?
McDonald's. Chips, obviously. And an Angus burger. Wow. See if I drop this for you. Something like that.
And I have my crispy chicken Caesar wrap and chips and coffee. A lot of coffee. We did our whitewater rafting with a company called Foam and Fury, and it was a gift for Liam for his Christmas, and we did it on the 26th of December. And it was down in Cairns, obviously, so we had to go. Can you remember the name of the river we went on?
Crocodile River or something?
No.
No, I can't remember.
No, I can't remember the name of the river either, but anyway, so we done that and we arrived and we got picked up by a bus that then took us to the top of the river. And like, my personal thoughts on it was I was quite scared. Like, I'd never done anything like that before, and yeah, I'm just not very a confident swimmer, so I was a bit like, I don't really know if I want to do this. I don't know what Liam's got me into. Well, how did you feel about it?
Yeah, I was the same. I wasn't expecting there to be as many buses as there was.
Yeah, there was loads of buses. Like, when we got there, we obviously jumped on a bus, and like, they took you obviously, like I said, up to the top of the river, but once you got to the top of the river, there was like, I don't know, like,
Yeah, about 4 or 5 buses.
yeah, there was loads and loads of people there. And like, everyone, what was the groups? Was it groups of 8? 6?
6, groups of 6.
Groups of 6. So everyone got divided into groups of 6.
I had a group of 6. A few of them couldn't speak very much English, they couldn't speak English at all, and then there was the other ones that could speak some English, but
Yeah.
it wasn't. I think we were the worst at speaking English, to be honest. Nobody understood a word we were saying.
Me and Liam were put at the front of the boat, so everyone was to kind of copy us, which was probably a bad idea.
Big mistake.
So I was feeling quite scared about it, and I'd said to Liam that I was a bit worried about it, and I think my worst fear was falling in. Like, I think that was the thing that like kind of put me off a bit, was just falling in. And because it was like a, you know, rapids and stuff, like, I didn't know where I would land, I didn't know if I was going to hurt myself on one of the rocks and stuff, so I think that was probably one of my worst fears of going.
Yeah.
What was yours like?
Yeah, I was kind of, that was my thoughts when I seen the raft and things like that. I was kind of thinking we were in something bigger and you would go down, but
Yeah.
I was then thinking, and they were telling us to paddle and stuff. I was like, oh, wait, it's a bit more of my involvement in this than I was thinking. I don't know if I trust myself.
Yeah, actually, like, yeah, with the whole like raft, like, I was expecting to be sitting in something for some reason, like I kind of expected it to be like the raft that we were in, but I expected us to be sitting in it, whereas we were actually sitting, like, how would you explain it, like
On the rim of the boat, really.
yeah, on the rim. Like, you had to sit on the rim, but you had to sit like quite far on the rim, I'd say, because if you went in, she would be like, move over. So, and then obviously you were paddling, so you had to like lock your feet, so one foot would be forward and one foot would be back, and you'd have to sit like that. And there was different positions that you had to go into as well. Can you remember what the positions were?
Yeah, so one was hold on, so you had to lean forward and hold on.
Yeah.
One was get down, and you had to like actually jump and sit inside the boat and hold on at the same time.
Yeah, hold on to this rope that's at the like edge of the raft. Yeah, so like you say, when you seen it, you were a bit like, oh, is that what we're going in? Because it was just like an inflatable like raft. Yeah. So then we went onto the raft and we jumped in the boat, and it was alright, wasn't it? Like, it was quite, like, peaceful at the start.
Yeah, it was a good one.
There was a couple of wee rapids that we went down, and she was kind of talking us through how to approach them. Like, she would shout out, like, hold on, or get down, or whatever. And then she was like, okay, we're gonna go into the bigger ones now, and I was like, oh no. Like, I was petrified. Like, I think I actually remember saying to you, you were like, oh, are you having fun? And I was like, no, because I was just petrified. Like, I was enjoying myself, but I was just scared of what was going to happen next. I think was my issue.
And she said that, like, if you fall in at the top, there's nowhere really for them to get you until you get down the bottom of the rapids. I was like, oh great, thanks, this will be brilliant.
Yeah, and the position as well.
Yeah, so they tell you to lie back with your hands up and your feet in the air, you know, and like going down towards the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like kind of float.
Yeah. Yeah, don't swim.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, we started going on to the bigger ones, and we went down one, and because me and you were at the front, we got like a big splash and it went on us, and like, I don't know, I quite enjoyed it. Like, I was like, oh, is that what we're going to be doing? Oh, that's not too bad. Like, I kind of was like, oh, right, okay, I can calm down a wee bit now. We approached this rapid, and I was not expecting anything. I was just expecting it to be like the normal big rapids that we had approached. And so we were coming up to it, and she was like, forward paddle, forward paddle. So, you know, we were doing that. And then, did she shout get down, or was it hold on at first?
I think it was get down.
Yeah, so she shouted get down. So we jumped into the boat, and I was like expected just like, you know, and then we would be fine. However, that didn't happen, did it?
No, not really, no.
Basically, we got told to get down, and basically, like we said, you had to get inside the boat and basically kind of sit like this, but also hold on to the rope. And at the start as well, we forgot to mention that they actually said that like, try your best to hold on to the rope as much as possible. Like, if you lose the rope, then, you know, you're gone. Like, you know. So anyway, we went down this rapid, and I was holding on to the rope, and basically this big stream of water came over me, and I was like trying so hard to hold on to this rope, like I was clinging on to it for dear life, like hoping it would save me. And then, like, it was just, the rapid was just too strong that it threw me, and I just ended up letting go of the rope because I couldn't hold on anymore. And yeah, I ended up getting thrown down the rapid, and all I could think in that moment was, oh no, I'm the only one that's fell off this boat. I look like such a fool. Like, I'm the first one to fall off. I was like, oh Jesus. So anyway, I got down to the bottom of the rapids, and all I heard was this guy shouting, grab the rope, grab the rope. And I was just like, what rope? Because I was so disorientated. So anyway, I grabbed the rope, and then I realised that there was another couple of people that were on our raft that were a bit ahead of me. So I had been thrown down the furthest down the rapid, but there were two just in front of me that had grabbed the rope as well, and so they were getting pulled in, and I was still here holding on to this rope, and then they threw at me another rope and told me to grab that one instead of the one I was holding. So I had to go onto a different rope, and then I got pulled in. And basically, once you get pulled into the raft, you get somebody to grab your life jacket and pull you up. So anyway, that happened, and we got into the boat, and then I got told to go to the back of the boat, and honestly it took my breath away. Like, I couldn't hardly breathe. I was like, I don't know how to explain it, but, you know, just in shock. And I had no idea what had actually happened, because I thought it was just me that fell off the boat, but then obviously I realised that there was a lot of people that fell off the boat. And then I was kind of looking around because I thought maybe Liam was still on the raft. And I turned around and somebody was explaining to me what had happened, and then Liam just appeared on the boat, like, and you couldn't breathe either. It was just like,
yeah. So what I can remember was us coming up to the rapid, and I remember sort of hitting the rock, and it kind of stopped, and I heard this and then I seen sort of like you sort of beside me, like, sort of vanishing with the wave. Next minute I seen you disappear over the top, and, oh no, And kind of half my instinct was like, jump in, and then I was like, no, I can't jump in because that's not going to help anybody. And I remember sort of looking down the river to see where you were, to make sure you were okay. And next minute I just seen your sort of panicked face appear out the water. I was like, that's alright. And the waves kept sort of hitting me, and I could hear the lassie behind me saying, oh, hold on with both hands. I was like, so I tried to move my position to hold on. As I moved, the wave caught me and knocked me over the boat while I was holding on. And like in that sort of, it felt like it took like a long time, but it was probably like seconds, you know, like, not even seconds.
Yeah.
It was like, so hold on. So I was still holding on to the boat while I was out the boat. I was like, oh, I better let go. So I let go. Just because I thought, oh, I'm going to hurt myself off the rocks or whatever. So I let go and fell backwards into this wee pocket of water that clearly wasn't pushing anybody anyway.
So got stuck.
Yeah, so I thought, oh, legs up, hands up, you'll be fine. And all I was getting was water in the face. I was like, I think I must have drank about nearly most of the river, I think. And I was wondering why I wasn't going anywhere, and I couldn't see anything because there was that much water. And I could just sort of like this bloody figure through the water, like, swim downstream. Started trying to swim, and I was like, oh wait, stop swimming now, because I managed to make it to like the rapid bit. So I stopped swimming, kind of like, I was like, oh, I better turn around and do that. And then as I turned around, I was like, grab the rope. Grab the rope, and then somebody shouted, turn around and face us. And I was like, oh, I was thinking, which one? Who said that? There's lots of you.
There was a lot of people throwing ropes. You didn't know who was throwing them to you.
Yeah. and then I got lifted onto your boat, and then I seen you. I was, oh.
Yeah. You just happened to sit next to me, which was quite good. Yeah.
But I couldn't breathe or anything. It was brutal.
Yeah.
My eyes were watering, and had my fair share of water that day anyway.
Yeah. So that was kind of the situation that we were in, and you had said as well, like, that did you say you felt or you heard somebody that was the people that were behind us, the women get like launched across the other side of the raft and hit the person that was behind you?
I think no, the person that was behind the person behind me. So.
So two behind you. So the person got launched and hit that person off the boat, so they both just went flying off, you know, and that was quite scary. But yeah, so we didn't know really what had happened until it happened, I think. And so the person that was talking to me, but before you got into the boat, was saying that basically we were just unlucky because our boat came round and hit the rock, whereas every other raft had went just down, I guess, and not hit the rock. But yeah, she just said that, you know, we were unlucky, and that, like, you know, we hit the rock and we went under, and you know, but like we were the only raft that had went under the whole day. So yeah, that was quite an experience. I guess we got the full experience. But in a way I was kind of glad that we pulled over, because that was the thing that I was scared the most of. And the fact that we done it, it was like, okay, that actually wasn't that bad, and I didn't hurt myself, I didn't hit any of the rocks, thankfully. I don't think I heard of anybody that hit the rock.
No.
So that was really good. Nobody hurt themselves, and everyone was okay, and we got saved really quickly as well. Like, you know, they were great, and they just threw the ropes, and everyone was back on the boat within minutes. Like, you know, it all happened so quickly. Like, so then we continued on with the rest of the experience, because that was probably halfway through, if that.
Halfway.
And we hit another rock. Do you want to talk about this?
So another instruction you were given was that, like, if she says get right, everybody's to get up and go to the other side. Like, everybody on the left is to go up and go to the right hand side, and then if it was to go left, everybody from the right goes over to the left. So we were coming round and hit this rock. Stop. Says, right, everybody get right. So we all got up and went right. Like, right, push us off the rock. So I tried to push us off the rock and that didn't work. Right, everybody come, right, you two come back. So me and Emma had to go back and sit at the back of the boat. And then she was telling the guy in front of me to paddle, but his English wasn't very good. So he said, "Oh, backwards paddle," and then I ended up having to paddle as well. So done that, nothing happened.
We're still stuck.
And then she told us all to bounce to try and get us off the rock as well. Didn't work. Eventually some guy from another boat had to come, like, stop his boat, like, park it, and however way they park it.
Yeah, like they just jammed it onto a rock, but wonder if
he
you could get
up,
off.
he came up and then threw a rope over to her so that he could pull us off the boat, off the rock, and then we all got into our positions again and went away again.
I think we had to bounce as well when he was pulling us, didn't he? A wee bit, just to like get us off the rock a wee bit so that he could pull us.
Yeah, probably. I sort of relaxed a bit after that, I think. And then she says, "Oh, you can go in swimming if you like." I said, "Nah, I'm out."
Yeah.
But Emma,
I went in.
Yeah.
And a few other people went in as well.
Yeah, it was just me and somebody else that didn't go in.
Yeah, then we got to the camp bit and I was asking like we were all kind of like wondering what had happened, and because obviously she was at the back of the boat and she was an instructor and stuff. So anyway, she said that we had basically hit the rock and we'd kind of got stuck, and then it the boat kind of went under the water.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then she was saying that basically she reckoned that I was the first one to go off because my bit of it was my side of the boat that went under, because I don't know why was it that bit? Was it because the rock was
sort of my side, so I think if it comes up that side it will dip here.
Yeah, and tipped.
And then
yeah. So she reckoned that I was the first one to go off, and then the one that got thrown over was next. But when we went and looked at the pictures after the experience, then we seen that actually the water came over me, and then so I wasn't in one of the photos because the water was obviously like over me, but then I was in the next photo.
Yeah.
Where when they were off or something, was it?
Yeah, you seen that lassie coming flying towards it.
Yeah.
And
I was still on the boat at the time, so I think it might have been them that were first, but because I went under the water first, it looked like that, but obviously because I was still holding onto the rope, I think I was alright for just a bit longer.
You were saying that a lot of the new people, by new I think it was probably the past 6 months or something they'd started, they're very cautious and they don't tend to, go too hard on the rapids or anything. But she says, "Oh, well,
They don't want to hurt anyone."
Yeah, they don't want to hurt anybody, so they don't really bounce the boats off of the rocks or anything. But I've been doing this for ages. I just go for it. Like, I'll bash into everything. But, thanks. Brilliant. Cheers.
Yeah, so we got the full experience.
Aye.
We got bashed into everything. We flipped.
Aye, yeah.
Yeah, but it was a good experience. Like I did enjoy it, and I probably would do it again.
Aye.
Maybe.
Definitely.
No, I definitely would do it again. And I wouldn't be as scared because I've been under, so like I know what it's like. And I think if anyone's thinking about doing it, they should do it because it's not as scary as I thought it was going to be. So yeah, I always think the worst of it. So
Aye. Yeah, no, it was good fun.
yeah,
It was good.
Yeah, it was brilliant. If you made it this far, thank you very much for watching. We hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next video.